Good morning, afternoon, evening, gamers. So, just before I make some more of the Skyrim content, I'm just going to pop onto ESO. So, yeah, it all ties together. Because at the moment there is an event on. So we're going to pick Arya because I've been leveling her up, and we are now 228, I believe. I'm still struggling to get the armor for her. If you go on to, there's a guy called Dots. I think that's his name, Dots Gaming, and he has a website, and there are builds that you can go to. For PvP, PvE, that sort of thing. I think he tends to heavily go more to, or lean more towards PvP, because possibly that's his thing, and the dungeons and that. I'm more PvE. I don't. To me, a lot of the PvP seems to be. I don't know, I could be wrong, but to me it feels like proving that I'm badder than everybody else, which is just not something I'm particularly into. But I'm not saying it's good or bad, I'm just saying it's not for me. But for other people, they like that sort of thing. So it's called the Jesters Festival. No, that was... Open Crown Store. Oh right, so that's 250. Oh, I almost have enough of that, like 250. But yeah, I've got 8 anyway, so I don't really need to. We don't really need to do that. So, oh, also I have some materials. So once a day, if you spend points in your trait. On your trait skills, you can hire people once a day, I believe, to send you materials, which is always useful. So this is the guild I'm with, Nephilim, the Nephilim Empire, and Nephilim is, based on the lore, is a kind of half angel, half human. So, yeah, that's what a Nephilim is. It's in the Bible, somewhere. So, yeah, the Nephilim Empire is the guild I joined, and, yeah, they're pretty good so far. I've actually done more activities with them and had more conversations with them than I ever did the previous couple, although the first one was more of a role-play type guild. I mean, I think they do other things as well, but they sort of did these role-play events, and I don't know, I have nothing against it, and I think it's cool, and I think it's interesting, but it wasn't necessarily for me, so I sort of backed out of that guild, and the second guild were, I don't know, they just weren't for me, that's all, that's how we're going to leave that situation. So I'm in my house in Eleanor, even though I'm not a high elf, but I own the house anyway. I'm going to do my... shall I do them now or do them later? No, I'll do them now because later I'm going to want to jump into some VR. Which... I'm just thinking actually. If you play VR, particularly if you have a Quest or a Rift S, possibly it's the same for the Windows Mixed Reality headsets as well. They do tend to suffer under certain lighting conditions. So natural daylight, like I have, tends to be better. For VR for the inside-out tracking. I've played at night with obviously the lights on. You can't play if the room that you're in is too dark. It just doesn't work. So But also as well, if the room is too bright, particularly with artificial lighting, that tends to cause at times some tracking issues as well. So yeah, I think natural light is probably better, but then you know it just depends when you want to, you know, when you want to play something. Like now, I want to do something else. So, but it's just something to bear in mind, really. I've got a few things off the list because, as I said on Dots Gaming, I went for one of his builds, which is more of a PvE. I think it has some PvP to it, but it's more based on PvE. So that there is a list of what weapon, you know, what armor you need, what weapons, jewelry, things like that. And I've been kind of struggling to do that because I've gotten to 160, but a lot of my traits still aren't finished. They take so long. Some of them just take days and days and days. Oh, I've got that crown now. So yeah. I wonder. Oh, actually, I think I got rid of a lot of my quests because I got into that trap of just collecting quests wherever I went. Somebody by the side of the road, need help. Oh, let's stop. But no, now I've got to go over there and do something else. And it was getting ridiculous. So I'm just going to wait. What I tend to do is I pick all the writs, and then it seems to take a while for it to just sort of settle down. So I wait, and then I tend to get on with it. I believe I made another video about doing the writs. So this isn't really that. We're going to go and do some other things. I'm going to show you the Jesters event. I don't like the fact as well that you can buy the tickets. That's just, you know, why have an event and then sell the tickets as well? Maybe it's for people who don't have enough time. I guess. I'm trying to sort of find some justification for it, but I think it would be better if they just have it so that, you know, you have to earn it the good old-fashioned way. No. So I like to start from the top one. This one, A Masterful Feast, I haven't managed to do this yet because I don't know how to make a lot of the... although my cooking skill is at 50, I still don't have a lot of the... enough of the recipes I need. So we're going to start one under that, the Alchemical Writ. Or Alchemist Writ. Craft a sip of magicka. Okay. So we're going to bung some water in. So magicka. Okay, restore magicka. Restore magicka? No, so that would do health. Okay. What? Sip of magicka. There we go. So that should be good. Yep. So as you can see, I mean, alchemy's only up to like 23. I think I could probably burn through that quicker and get that up to 50. But I don't know that it necessarily works that way. Like I said, with my cooking, I've got that up to 50. But I still haven't got all the recipes. And, you know, possibly that's just the way it works. I don't know. So I think sometimes getting yourself up to level doesn't always seem to work out. Deliver goods, yep. Blacksmith, swords, batons, and gauntlets. Is it steel this time? Yeah. I put some points into blacksmithing, and so now I can make steel stuff. So great swords, batons, gauntlets, swords, batons. So we'll just run over here. So great sword. Oh, switch it over to steel. great sword. Sabatons. Yeah. And some gauntlets. So that should be cool. Got coffee. Yeah, was that the... So, that should be that finish. Yep. Clothing. Shoes, hat, sash. Come up over here. Yeah. Okie dokie. Shoes. It always puts you on the ones that you've got the least of as well. What's going on here? Right, we'll go on Nord. I've got quite a lot of those. Some shoes, hat, and I think it was a sash. Sash, yep. Shoes. I put some. I think I put some points into this as well. Shoes and sash. Cotton. My fault. Right, okay. Shoes. Hat. There we go. So obviously when you start putting points into your skill trees, then you can use different materials. So that should be good now. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Trifling glyph of health. Guitar. I love that you can run. That's always good. Okay, trifling glyph of health. There it is. I haven't been putting points into this one just because this one's annoying as it is. So I think I'll probably leave this one to the last. This is annoying as hell. And to be honest, you can buy the buy them anyway. They're not that expensive. Okay. 2 pewter necklaces. I'm struggling in this one as well. Oh jeez. Whoa, hang on. Yeah, pewter necklaces. 1. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. So I've got my necklaces. So I haven't been finding a whole lot of jewelry that I can do the traits on. So as you can see, I don't have as many done as I should have by now. So yeah. I don't have anything being researched at all. So yeah, struggling with that one a little bit. But I tend to play games for the long run, so I will get there. And the thing is as well, once I have everything researched on the one character, then she can be the person I can use to make any armor sets I need for my alt players, for people in the guild, you know, things like that. So it's going to be worth it in the end. It's just, it's a bit of a, it's a grind, which is what MMOs are about. So garlic, corn chowder, and mark off. Corn chowder. Garlic, corn chowder. Corn, so that's a vegetable. Where is it? It's here somewhere. I do have it, I'm pretty sure I do. There it is. Sometimes you just can't see the wood for the trees. And some Markov mead. So yeah, I mean, as you can see here, like my provisioning is at 50, but there are still like so many things that I can't make. It's never ending. So getting to 50 and then thinking that you're going to be okay, it doesn't really work that way. You still have to find the recipes that you need. So yeah. But I think most of this stuff I can now make. Oh, Princess Delight, unique dish. Increases max magicka by 5,600. That would be great if it wasn't magic. I don't really use that much magic. I'm more of a ooh. Now this it's level 100 though, so it only scales from 100 to 140. That increases max health, stat, magicka, and stamina, which is really the ones you want, because you do use all three of, you know, your skill levels to a less or more degree. So I always think that something that does everything is just gonna be your best bet. 15 to 19. See, a lot of these. Again, it's gonna be good that I have a lot of these lower level recipes because I can make a load of food, and then put them in the bank, and then one of my other characters can use them rather than spending money to buy things. So it's good in that way, but for this particular character, it's not really helping me that much. But I digress, as per usual. Woodwork, so Inferno, item, lightning. Right, so I've got wood. To refine. Right, so Inferno and ice. The other good thing as well is whatever you've got the most of, or whatever you've got, just use that. It doesn't matter that what area you're in. I tend to do my crafting in Somerset just because it makes sense to me. Like, everything's in this one room, then you just go around the corner, and that's where you drop everything off. It just works for me, but obviously there are crafting stations on, you know, all over the place, all over the game, so you can do your crafting wherever you feel works for you. This just works for me. But if you're in that area, so say you're crafting in Vardenfell, you don't have to use the style of Vardenfell. You can use whatever you like, whatever you have the most of, and that's fine. You still complete your writs and get your money. And as I sort of said to you before, it is just a good way to make yourself some daily money. Because particularly like me, I've been buying some of my my 160 gear, and you know it's pretty expensive. I mean, one of So I've been following the guide that Dots has done for me. I think she's called Ifri's Blade, I think, and it's built obviously for a stamina night blade. And so I've been buying some of the gear that I want. So I've got my dagger. I've got a dagger of Hunding's Rage. Now I know where to go to make the Hunding's Rage sets, but I'm still not high enough in my traits to, to make gear, to make end gear. So I bought this one, and it was about 35,000 gold, which, yeah, it's a lot of gold. And this one, one of our guildies, Sarites, I'm sorry, dude, I'm killing your name. I'm so sorry. Or Beatrice, gave me this dagger in exchange for some crafting items that I had. So yeah, he gave me a white. He or she, could be a she, could be a girly. Yeah, so they gave it to me. He gave it to me white, and then I managed to get it up to blue, but I haven't got enough to get it purple yet. So yeah, so I've got my two daggers, Hunding's Rage. So that's really good. I think they're supposed to be. They're supposed to have poison on them as well. And also, what else have I got? No, I think actually that's all I've got. Oh, and I got a Spriggan's belt as well, which I think is something I'm supposed to have as well. Or is it Hunding's Rage? I don't know, but yeah. So I'm slowly trying to get some of the gear I need. It can be pretty hard, and it can be a little defeating sometimes when you're having trouble getting the equipment that you need. And as I said, it's quite expensive. So if you can, I would recommend learning the traits. It's not something I was ever really into, to be honest, crafting. But I think in an MMO, it's going to help you out in the long run. It may not. It's obviously not helping this character. But once I have all the traits done, then yeah, it's going to be all good in the hood. So there we go. So 4.6k gold, per day. It's not to be sniffed at. The only thing I have a concern about. I mean, at the moment, I'm now champion level 228. I was supposed to have my starter gear when I hit level 160. So yeah. There's two sets of gear. So there is level 160 gear, which is when you go into your champion points. And then there is end gear, I'm guessing, for when you hit, I think the end cap is 810. I think, yeah. Yeah, 810 champion points, which I think is the highest you can go, certainly for now. So let's have a look, let's see what we've got. Oh, Limouth garlic hagfish, no use to me. I'm always hoping that I'm going to get recipes that I haven't got, but I have been lucky sometimes, but sometimes not. So just giving me some useful things, and that's the other point as well. If you are doing if you are doing crafting, then it's another way of through doing your daily writs of just getting useful things that are going to help you out. Soul gems, always useful. Because you never know when you're going to get killed. Which, trust me. This tangled mess of yarn. Oh yeah, I remember that. It's a house item. I have no idea why. Apparently it is. Okie doke. Just opening these up. Yeah. Okay. Right, we'll see if any of that nonsense we can sell.
Welcome to one of Eleanor.
Shut up. Oh, she's so. She does your head in. Every time you come here, she's complaining about something or other. Tiny house item. No. Just no. No. And you might be thinking, why am I selling the minor repairs? It's simply because they just don't really do a lot, to be honest. They only repair your items for, you know, a certain amount, and it's not very much. And for how much it costs to just completely repair everything, they're just not worth it. You know, I have to say. Oh, I made them, didn't I? And they were wrong, so I might as well just sell those. Okay, so we're down to 47 out of 126. Excellent. So that's all good. Right, okay. So we've done all that, and yeah, I know that was a bit boring because we've done that before. But now... oh, I believe I have to... So we just go into the store. Yeah. I don't know what any of that is. We want that. Yeah. You have already completed this quest. Oh, yeah, but... Huh? What, so... is it not repeatable each day? Transaction failed, you have already completed this quest. Ah. That's weird. I assumed it was a daily thing, so that you could... okay. We shall soon find out. So where was the... Ah, here we go, yeah, there we go. So let's go to here. And so what it is I think each day the jesters that are in different cities send you off, you do quests, you come back. For the first quest completed, you get 3 tickets. These tickets, when saved up, go towards... you can go to the impresario, and you can put those tickets towards getting feathers. I think there are other things as well that you can buy. And the feathers can go towards one of these magnificent animals. But it's a lot of tickets, like probably. So this is the impresario. So you go to her.
Is that a heroic silhouette I spy?
So store event merchants. So you have to have 10 tickets for one feather. There's lots of different things you can buy, by the way. You know, sovereign tiaras, the most regal of pigs. Yeah, and so depending on what you want as well is, you know, obviously different I don't know what these are. Oh, so it's still an Indrik. So, yeah, so... It's saying as well that... I mean, I guess these are in red, because it says I can't buy a ticket, which seems weird. I've got... Oh, yeah, because I've got 8 tickets. Yep, that's right. Yep. I've got 8 of 12 and I need 10, so yeah. So, yeah, you can buy basically these mounts, which are called Indriks. And out in the wild they will try and kill you, and they're pretty good at it as well. Beautiful, aren't they? So that's where you go when you've got enough tickets to get them. And then you come over here. Ah. So maybe it's over now. Yeah, that's weird. I was thinking it was going to be a daily event. Well, that's weird. Okay. Well, that kind of put a dampener on that. Okay, I'm just going to ask my guildies. So, guild 1. You can apparently join up to 6 guilds all at the same time, though it can get a little bit complicated. But also you could do you can do one that does rage, you could do one that does PvP, one that does PvE, one that's what's the word? Makes things, furniture and stuff. So was the Jester event just one today? So question mark. Okay, so it's for 7 days. So when I went onto the crown store. So when I went onto the crown store, it would not let me get the Jester invite. So I'm assuming I'm doing, something wrong, which, me being me, I'm not shocked. Ah, hang on a minute, what's that up there? Ah, here we go.
Yorn! I have an answer to all the dreadful fighting for the Ruby Throne!
Okay, it was me
Surrender?
being stupid.
No, silly. A beauty contest! All of Tamriel could bask in our regality and choose the leader they adore most.
That would not be fair.
Well, of course there could only be one.
Come! The realm needs a champion, and you happen to be standing here, so I dub thee my hero in the making.
The silkiness of Yoren's back hair puts many
So she's basically saying, yeah, you're a bit of an idiot, which is fair. Come, so how may it be of
My
service?
superstitious queen has confiscated my array of royal magisters. The only illusionary dazzlers.
Okay.
There are some, local attractions that should have what I'm looking for, but they're no
So
place.
I did this one before.
Good luck finding everything on my list. I don't.
Yeah. So basically, it's just it's just repeatable. Not a problem. That's okay. I can hear myself. So we'll do this one first because it's easier. So what you're basically doing is you're just collecting items in order for him to make fireworks. Oh, whoops, no. And another good thing you can do as well is you can just rob the living daylights out of everything, because this game it's what it turns you into. Because all of these things, particularly if you are doing crafting, the only thing is, if you and fling them backwards. Alrighty then. Now where was I? Just robbing stuff, basically. Oh. We can do this. I have to... Oh. That's not good if I'm getting a cough. Oh, she's gonna rob it. Okay, fine. You will find that people will do that because, well, that's just the way they are. They have to have stuff. What I was going to say is that's how I tend to do. Right, I was going for that one, but yeah. So most of the chests have a percentage in which you can basically, you can't on these ones because force lock is 0%. So that's what I tend to do on most of them. I just force them because it's just easier for me. So how many have I got so far? 2 of 8. So that's fine. Because there are a lot of players here, it's going to take us longer. And like I said, there are people in the game that, yeah, they just don't care. I've always tried to play video games with a sense of fairness because, unless I don't know what I'm doing, of course. Once upon a time, I was playing WoW way back when, sort of around the sort of Lich King sort of time, and when the game was fairly fun. And I was in a dungeon, and I took all the stuff, and I got called a ninja thief or something like that. But to be fair, I didn't know what I was doing. So yeah. So I'm fine just going around and, robbing stuff. Two, still only got 2 of 8. But yeah, for a while the game was pretty good in that we had quite a lot of quite nice people in the game. But slowly it's getting to the point where there are people that just they don't particularly care. Also as well in here that there's quite a nice culture of, when you're in a dungeon and you see somebody else fighting, you put a few arrows in, so that they go down. Just sort of helping each other out where you can. And, it's kind of nice. So we go up here. I mean, this is a good thing you can do. You can just go around just robbing stuff, getting myself items for cookery and that. Okay, we got 6 of 8, so yeah, we're doing all right. The refresh rates do tend to be pretty good. So. Right, so we have all of the collect glowing alien bone dust. Okay, yeah, I think we have to collect that somewhere else. So that's cool. I didn't think they needed any help, but I'm always happy to put bullet in where necessary, arrow in where necessary. I don't really need to. Do.
Fan out!
Really? Okay, go on, love, because I've done this stuff. Go on. You go and take out these people because you're going to need them. Oh. No, this isn't where I wanted to be. I was looking for the way out, to be fair. Do. There we go, and we're all out of here. So that's that one. Look at these paintings, aren't they beautiful? I do really enjoy playing this game, and I'm glad I settled down with this one. Having said that, yesterday I was ready to just punch the game, if you can even do that, which obviously you can't do. But yeah, it was really annoying. I was in a part of the game. It's mostly a place where it's mostly just dungeons and group events. Yeah, that's literally the point of the place. And it was just, it kept sending me every few moments back to the loading screen, to one of those like beautiful paintings. It was super annoying. Plus, of course, I was in a place where, you know, didn't really want to be in anywhere too much. So what are we doing? It's something like... Isn't it around here somewhere? The glow dust. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's the... Yeah, I remember now. It's weird because I okay, why am I up here? Alright. Collect glowing alien bone. Okay, I'm not sure what it is. Which, doesn't, you know, wouldn't shock anybody particularly. I could have sworn I came up here yesterday. It was only yesterday as well. Oh, we'll have that. Wonder how that person died. Another player possibly looking for the spot that we're supposed to be in. So if it's in yellow, it tends to be your kill. So, yeah. Still don't know where I'm supposed to be going now. Let's have a look at the map. I don't think the map is really going to tell us much. It's all the way over there. Oh, I love those things. It's basically a horse's head on a stick, and it's funny. Right.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, I do vaguely remember now.
Yeah!
Come on, guys, get on your horses.
Yeah!
And girls.
Hey, you.
No.
Want to make a bit of gold?
Yeah!
No, I don't want to make a bit of gold. Go away. Ah, yes, I remember now. Never quite sure why people stand in doorways. Although, to be fair, I have done it myself a couple of times, but I try not to. I don't know, I think it's just people just wait until you're coming out of a dungeon to then tell you that, you know, dinner's ready, or, you know, yada yada. Okay. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. Okay, not really. Oh, look. There's a sky shard. Okay, everybody's dead, so that's yeah, that's not great. Okay, Google, shut up. Not Google. My phone decided that it wanted to talk to me, so that's nice. I'm not that quite out of resources yet, but I'll let you know. I don't think I even said the words that you're supposed to say to activate it, which is kind of suspicious. You're supposed to say, hey, G-O-G-O-O-G-L. Okay, that was a bit of a stupid move. He was going out anyway, so I'm guessing that he's finished his quest, so that's cool. I didn't mean to do that. It's kind of one of those things where you need to try and be helpful, you know. Ancient bones, here we go. So, alien bones. There's more around. Yeah, I can see another one around there, so that's cool. Oh, so I've just kind of finished it all. Oh, okay. Alright, fair enough then. Well, we'll go home then. There we go. Oh dear, I think I ruined that one as well. I forget as well that because I'm now higher level than I was, I guess I'm doing more damage. You can't sprint and use abilities at the same time. No, that's true, you can't. There we go. And back we go towards King.
Yeah.
see if we can help this friend. Oh shoot, no, now it's after me. No, 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 no. It was a mistake. Mistakes were made. He should go back to his place soon. Yeah, there we go. It's the only thing you can do is just try and outrun him. Mistakes were made. Lots of quests around here. I mean, honestly, there's so many quests. I mean, you know, you're not going to run out for a long, long time. I mean, I'm guessing... oh, no, that one's... No, I think I've gone wrong somewhere. Oh, maybe it's supposed to go up there. I think it's... Yeah, it's supposed to go up there. Mistakes were made. Oh yeah, yeah. Here we go. Yeah! All the bats and stuff. Is he alright? Yeah, yeah. Pass the Indrik lady.
Yeah!
See if we can't get ourselves some more points.
Thwarted by my own queen in front of the other royalty. I can't... Aha! Take my illusion dazzlers to some suitably perfect. Stand back and let your majesty make magic.
So now we have to run into the town and let off the fireworks. We don't really... Yeah, I'm just going to say that fireworks in the daytime, it's not quite the same. I'm used to so many games where they just give you the stuff. They give it to you automatically, but no, here you have to pick it up. Hello, miss. So now we can go and do it.
Hear ye, hear ye. Travel
Hear
through the
ye,
woods of Dania
hear
is highly
ye.
discouraged at the present time. An unknown corruption has agitated
What
the
is it?
usually peaceful spirits of the Vale.
Yes, I know what you mean. That relates to real world as well, I think. Right, so first we go to the castle, just because it's the nearest one. Then we jump over that wall, and if we survive...
For the Knights of the King!
For the Knights of the King.
Huzzah!
There we go. I like the animations as well. It's not quite as good in the daytime. At night it's much better. Right, okay.
Honor and steel!
Honor and steel, yeah. Okay, we'll jump down this bit, which is not quite so bad.
Twice-cursed pig thieves.
Yeah, you have to do it here as well. Is it here? Oh, Alright, let's go down here. No. Alright. I know the docks one is good. Or maybe this one. Cheer people up. Wrong button. Run people over because, you know, that's what you do. Move along. I don't know why I'm hurrying really. It's fine. I think you just have to get used to doing.
This one has.
I thought I heard the raucous cheers and playful pops. Well, of course. In
So
my
there we go.
experience,
So I
my
get
loyal
3
subjects
tickets
adore
there, so-
being showered in the... I'd say our work here is done. There are other kingdoms in desperate need of our merrymaking talents, and I won't be one to let them down. Off to Ebernhard for a royal roast. There's only one thing I trust Yoren's expertise in, and that's eating. You should best not to be found conspiring against my wife anymore.
Oh! Ha! 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 You really shouldn't have.
Right. Okay. So now if I go over here. Here and talk to the impresario.
Keep your money, I'd rather...
So you see now I can buy a feather of, you know, of whatever I choose. One thing though, I think some guild mates were saying. So like, at the moment, I have 11 tickets. If I decided to buy a ticket now, I think that you lose the extra ticket, apparently. So yeah. So yeah. So what you can do is just save up your tickets until you've got enough to buy your 4 feathers. So if you get 4 feathers, so basically 40 tickets, and then you can buy whichever type of mount takes your fancy. And they are beautiful mounts. So yeah, you can do that, and there are all different ones as well, so you can basically collect them. And it's on for 7 days, so you should be able to get your 40. I had a few tickets already, so I have a slight advantage. Not much, but a little bit of a deposit. So if we go to the way shrine. Oh, also, what did we get in our festival box? So you get other useful things as well. Jester's coffer. Animated audible interaction. Oh, okay. Some pies. You can throw these pies at people. Style page as well. So yeah, got some pretty good stuff there. Sovereign sash added. So it will tell me here. So Sovereign Sal has been updated with the Sovereign Sash collection. When you have all 7 Sovereign Sow fragments, use to combine and unlock the Sovereign Sow pet collectible. That may take a while because you don't always know what you're going to get. And this is for a pig as well. So basically, you're collecting all sorts of stuff: pigs, Indrik mounts, all sorts of things. And if you're somebody that likes collecting things, rare mounts and stuff like that, this is most definitely for you. So where will we go next? Travel to the festival in Stonefalls. So let's go to Stonefalls. And there is a way shrine right by it, so that's good. I'm actually doing this out of order as well. There is Joker Queen Irene, there is Joker King Emmerich, and then there is another one. I don't think it matters which order you do it in particularly. I just forgot where Queen Irene was. But obviously she's somewhere. I think she's in. Yeah, I know where she is. So probably go and see her as well. So yeah, so you have 3 jesters. So you can go to all the jesters, but you only get 3 tickets per day. So you don't get any more. But you will get those present boxes, which will have weird and wonderful things in them. So it can be worth doing because you can get some really random stuff. One of my guildmates said that she actually got a pig, so that was cool. I think this is the one as well where you do have to steal a pig, and it ended up costing me quite a bit last time because I was.
Emmerich? Oh no. Emmerich? Our quarters are full of bugs. Is this the respect your name commands here? Well, yes, my flower. You see, those were breakfast. You expect me to eat that? The nerve! I thought they were quite...
His meatiness Skald King Yoren recognizes your flashiness. Just free her from her minders, so we may grow fat together.
This is the one where you have to steal the pig.
This one's overlarge heart tramples in anticipation of seeing his bride-to-be.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that kind of. Oh, I think they're just sparring. So, I mean, obviously stealing, if you get caught...
Hold there, Sarah!
Oh no, there's this guy that keeps chasing me. I don't want to talk to him, but he really wants to talk to me.
Traveling the Ash.
Oh no, still 5 hours to go, so that's fine. I was going to update my horse. See what I mean? So, you can't see it because my picture is in the way. But basically, I'm now a criminal, and if that gets high enough, then they will just try and kill you. They'll try and kill you on sight, which is not great. I'll be honest with you. Okay. Where's the pig? Princess.
Whatever shall I do?
Where is she?
Yet another useless swit of a criminal to waste my time. Give me the bounty and go.
I'm gonna have to pay it.
Go on. No need to stand there gawking.
I've got a message for you.
No, I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Oh. Sometimes the game really does a bad... It's just bad. It won't leave you alone on certain quests. You don't want to do them, but it's really trying to make you do them. Right, where's the princess? Whatever her name is. You do get your money back, so you know if you do end up having to pay a fine, then well you will get it back. So at least it's something.
Hey, where's my pig? Who took my pig?
Who took my pig? Where's my pig?
You win! Just hand over my pig and we'll pretend this never happened. Yeah! Need a drink.
Do you know the trouble with Morrowind feasts?
Oh! You have
Oh, there
brought
we go.
Yoren his bride
Princess
to me.
Rescuer.
Or does this one? Ah! She... Now that you have hogged all the glory to the afterlife for great rulers, sovereign God!
God.
No. Today has seen enough.
But seriously, they really are dreadful, aren't they?
Right, okay, back to the, yep. So we go back up here. Oh, what did we get in this box then? Crystal sweet rolls. Whenever carved this trinket, clearly blah blah blah. Statues, trifles and ornaments. Princess's delight. Didn't really get a lot in this one. But, sometimes you're lucky and just sometimes you're not. That's the way it goes really. Right, okay. Where are we going? Oregon. Where's Oregon? wood for the trees. There then. Oh, somebody's joined the guild, so I need to say hello and welcome, which I shall do on another screen. There we go. Just send that. Oh yes, I know this place well. I've done that instance quite a lot. Is there anybody actually doing it? In a bit, you know? Why not?
Sometimes it's
so if you're in this situation and you're doing one of these events, try and stay near the healers. If you're too far, they can't move.
Your strength will be rewarded one day.
So there we go. And then we open the chest, get some stuff, and there we go. You can sell it, you can break it down. You know, for experience and materials, whatever you like, basically. The blue stuff that I'm firing at them for, you know, people who don't play ESO or possibly MMOs. So what it is, it's called Soul Steel, and what it does is, if you keep shooting it at your enemy, when they die, they basically fill up one of these, a soul gem, and you can use these, as it says, to charge weapons and revive players. So they're extremely useful. I have quite a lot of them because, with all the best will in the world, you never know when you're going to die. So, I mean, sometimes I've been in like a boss fight and I'm thinking, oh, yeah, I'm going to die, and I've done fine. And then other times I've been fighting something that's, you know, fairly simple and I've died. So, yeah, you just never know. Oof. The frame rate. The one thing I will say about the game, certainly lately, I don't know whether it's for everybody or if it's, you know, more to do with my internet. But I have heard other people sort of talking about it. Is that your frame rates can be all over the place. But then also
Can you believe it?
during these events,
Dragons in your own homeland.
shut up.
What are you
You've got a
going
lot
to
more people
This one does not
in and
know,
around,
but he
so
hopes his
there's
family-
that as well. I can't remember what we have to do for this. I think we have to go into another delve, I believe. I don't know why I didn't do that. Okay, that was cool. Yeah, I don't know why I don't get on my horse sometimes. Here's Queen Irene.
Oh, you are that daring matchmaker who put a smile on Yoren's face. Perfect! I have decreed happiness, but not
Oh,
if these
yes, I
treasonous
remember.
malcontents. I want you to have those grumps in stitches, one way or another.
In full swinginess?
I imagine there's not much laughter in Cold Harbor. Ever.
Not so. Legend speaks of a fool so great he laughed in the face of death.
Oh, I know who they're talking about. Yeah, Sir Cadwell.
Surely, I can think of no greater.
Yes, Cadwell is quite unique. Right, okay.
Can you
Let's
believe
go
it?
and cheer up
Dragons
some people.
in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family.
Okay, let's just clap my horse. I don't know. I don't know what my problem is sometimes. I don't know why I won't just get on my horse. The trouble is, I often find like I get on my horse and then I see something that I want to collect, minerals and ores out in the world. There we go. So we can do apples. There we go. There we go.
Behind you!
Skywatch.
Come back with that!
I'm guessing it's stealing something else. Yeah. No. Skywatch. Yeah. Yeah, so you have to go to different places. So if we go back up here. You're better off just using the teleports. It's much easier.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you
So,
going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Riverwood.
where Skywatch, there we go, so over to there. There we go. I honestly used to think I was much better with maps, but obviously not. Again full. There we go, there's one.
You look like you could use a drink.
There we go. We're gonna have the There we go. Right.
I hope you've got deep, loose pockets.
Deep, loose pockets, eh? Right. Horse. I do have quite a few different horses, but but this is the one that I tend to think goes kind of with my whole sort of character. Right, where do we go? We need, yeah, the college. That's right. Let's go to there. Oof, the frame rate again. I will give most MMOs their due. They never known them to be quite this bad with the frame rate. It does seem to be a bit worse on this game. But it's a beautiful game.
It's an honor to train a new generation of Thalmor recruits.
Those heritance imposters were insults to the Thalmor tradition.
Oh yeah, I remember this place. There were a load of fake Thalmor just basically beating up on the recruits that were, you know, like different races. There we go. No grumpiness.
Of course! The natural quick wit and woodlands lore of the Bosma will be welcome in our ranks.
Our training will be tough but fair.
One
No
day
one gets
soon you'll
unfairly
all be
punished in
proud
the
members
Thalmor
of
ranks.
the Thalmor Guard.
The Thalmor will be...
So I think, yeah. So there were some imposters that were just basically beating up on the different races, whether they were Bosma or Khajiit, and it was pretty bad. And I went in there and sorted it out. So now you have the proper Thalmor, you know, trying to reassure these recruits that, you know, it was nothing to do with them, and that they don't do that sort of thing. Which you would hope not. Let's face it. Oh, hang on. Where's the Oh, hang on. I see something over there. Yes. These are Sigic portals, and from them, if you see them, you get stuff. Some ring and some stones and stuff. It's not much, but you know, I have got some pretty good weapons before now. Right, I need. Where's the portal? Yes, I need that. There we go. It's just easier to use the portals. There we go. And, yeah. Oh, we might be able to do another scrap. I'm always up for it. Nope, doesn't look like there's anybody fighting this one. This one. You still tend to get buffs and stuff though. You see my blue hands. So people, will give you buffs and stuff to help you out. And then back to town we go.
So, you're the one that saved the Queen, eh? You don't look that special.
You don't look that special. Jealous much? Lowly city guard? Just because you can't go off and have awesome adventures. It's not my fault.
Dragons in your own home.
Which one does not know?
Look at these things, squid jelly. I have my griffin out. Got quite a few different animals as well following me around.
My champion of cheer return. Ooh, that's all for today, champion. But rest assured that your queen will call upon you again tomorrow.
Alrighty, Queenie. I will be here.
Where the Jesters Festival is not in full swinginess?
I imagine there's not much laughter in Cold Harbor.
So what's this
Ever.
one?
Not so.
Sparkly dazzler hats,
Legend
pies,
speaks of a
chuck
fool
people,
so great he laughs
festive
in the
noise
face of
maker
Daedra
parts,
and keeps cheer alive in the
and
darkness
a
of
miniature fiddle.
oblivion.
Truly?
Okay,
I can think of no greater fool.
cool.
Yorun aspires to be an ass of such magnitude.
Treasure type musical instruments. What am I supposed to do with that one? Okay. Use. You got these Jester standards as well. I guess you can put them in your house or something, I suppose. Crystal sweet rolls. Again, I've no idea what a lot of this stuff is. Worth like 1,000 though. So could possibly sell those. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I already know that. It's only worth 9. I thought I got that one yesterday. Somerset treasure maps. Could possibly do some of those. These are disguises that you can use in certain situations. Do I have that really cool one?
Yeah.
I'll show you what this one looks like. So that's what that one looks like. Which is, yeah, it's not that nice really. Do I have the other one? I was doing a quest yesterday and I got one. I don't think I have it. Sometimes you get to keep them. It was actually pretty cool. It was a quest. Oh, I should return Argar's broken weapon in the outpost refuge. Okay. Oh, that's a shame, actually. Well, so there we go, really. And so that's the Jesters Festival. So it's on for, for 7 days. So, yeah. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to take quite a few festivals before you have the tickets you need to get your Indrik mount, but you can certainly get it started, and I think it's several times a year as well. So you don't have to worry about it too much. I think I have a home here, so this is my home. It's a small little house, but it does the job. With some of the bigger houses, I've got. I'm pretty lazy and I can't be asked to make stuff. I can't make things at the moment anyway. So what I decide to do most of the time is when I buy a house, you have an unfurnished price and then an extra cost with it just being furnished for you, and I tend to do that because, yeah, I can't be asked. So there's my bed. It's a Bosma style bed, I think. Little stool and a table with my candle on it. Oh, just say hello to me. There we go. So when you're in here, you press F5 and you can browse through your stuff. So conservatory stuff and gallery stuff. Oh yeah, let's let's put it there. Yeah. F5 to exit. Well, certainly on a PC anyway. So it doesn't really do a lot, though. It just makes noises. But, you know, it's got a little animation to it, and that's pretty cool. So, yeah. So, there we are, guys. So, that's the Jesters Festival in ESO. And, yeah, it's a lot of fun. And to be honest, quite a lot of the quests and the dungeons, you know, can be quite, you know, a little bit stressful, you know, depending on your level and competence. You know, some people play video games really well, some people have to practice a lot. So this can just be, you know, a bit of a, you know, just a time to just relax and chill out and have a laugh. And yeah, I kind of like it. And it is a bit of a grind because, you know, even with 7 days, you only get 3 tickets per day. So, and you need to have 40 tickets in order to get your mounts. So, you know, it's going to take you a while to get one of those Indriks. But then, you know, it's worth it. And the thing with MMORPGs is that they are always into that sort of grind. Maybe that's why they've put the ticketing system into the Crown store. I don't know. I'm kind of against it, but then if you don't have a lot of time per day, having said that, that didn't take really that much time. But you know, I don't know. It's that just means that a buff wore off. So my health goes back down to what it was. Always when you're out in the world, you know, try and put buffs on yourself just to kind of help yourself out a little bit. Gives you a bit of an edge with, you know, particularly difficult quests and that. And some of the quests in the world you will just sail through, and then other ones is, you know, they seem to be a lot harder. The world is supposed to level to you. But even then, within that, there are still, you know, there's still going to be situations where, I don't know, you're a bit tired, you're not playing quite so well, or you happen to aggravate a large bunch. I had that the other day. I had about 6 spellcasters on me. You know, that they're firing from distance. You know, the idea of my character is she's a type of an assassin type character, so really she only more or less has single target damage. I mean, you can affect a couple of others, but 6 on 1 and spellcasters, it wasn't going well. Yeah, it didn't go well at all. I kept coming back and killing them though. I'd try and make sure that I killed 2 or 3 on one go, and then I died, and then I came back and murdered the other 3 because, you know, revenge. I probably shouldn't say that because already politicians are trying to say that we're, you know, these games make us violent. Only in games are we like that. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys and girls. That is the Jesters Festival. So, you know, if you have ESO or you're thinking about ESO, you know, we, you know, have these nice little festivals and activities just to break up, you know, some of the frustration sometimes if you're in a dungeon and it's not going well and things like that. So it just kind of comedic input is needed sometimes. So be safe and well, everybody. You know, try and help yourselves out and help your family out. And until the next video, be safe and be well. And I shall see you on the next video. Bye for now.